Everybody has one podcast. We are back.
Yes.
Another week. So much going on in the world of sports. So little time to discuss it all. I like to start the show the same way every week, man. Thanking the Everybody Has One family for a fantastic week of engagement, man. Just about 23,000 views on the YouTube channel, man, but that's not even the half of it, man. Hundreds of thousands of views on Instagram, thousands of comments, man. I don't even know how many shares, thousands of shares, all kinds of reactions and people commenting on other people's comments and 10,000 views on TikTok and, man, all kinds of reactions on the social sites, man. So thank you to the Everybody Has One family, man. You know, we was trying to comment and respond as much as humanly possible, man. Kevin Durant, shout out to Kevin Durant, man. He jumped into the DM with the People's Champ.
Shout out KD, man.
Yeah, man. So we appreciate it, man. None of this is possible without the Everybody Has One family, man. Make sure that everybody that was commenting, reacting, liking, sharing, please jump over to the YouTube page. Like, share, and subscribe. That's Everybody Has the #1 sports podcast on YouTube. Make sure y'all over there liking and sharing and subscribing. Yep. Also, again, that those social sites, that's Everybody Has the #1. That's Everybody Has One spelled out sports podcast. Everywhere else, that's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's TikTok, that's Twitch, and that's Threads. You can also get the audio version of the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, man. Make sure y'all tapping in with us in all of those places. When you subscribe on YouTube, make sure you hit that bell notification. When you hit that bell notification, make sure you hit all so that you notify every single time we post new content. And, of course, every single time we go live, which is every Wednesday at 8:30 or as close as we can get to it. And, of course, you can get the show anytime live on YouTube. On demand on YouTube by going under the live banner. Or, of course, on any either Spotify or Apple Podcasts, man. So make sure you tapping in with us there, man, if you can't listen live. But without further ado, man, let's get into the topics.
Let's do it.
There's much to discuss. The NCAA tournament continues. We had the Sweet 16 round. And very quickly, without belaboring too much, we had Arizona topping Arkansas 109-88. Purdue edged out Texas 79-77. That was a thrilling finish with Kaufman-Wren tipping in the rebound.
That was crazy.
At the end, Illinois did beat Houston 65-55. That was one of the ones that we disagreed on. Iowa did beat Nebraska 77-71 on what nephew coined Farmageddon. That game had a bizarre ending. Nebraska coach Fred Hoiberg only put 4 players on the floor, in a critical end-of-game situation. Consequently, Iowa converted a 3-point play that essentially sealed the game. Iowa never led in the game until there were 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Duke beat St. John 80-75. Michigan beat Alabama 90-77. UConn beat Michigan State 67-63. Tennessee beat Iowa 76-62. With respect to Michigan State, they played 10 minutes of terrible basketball, which in a 1/4 of the game in a 1-game elimination situation, that's just the long and the short of it. Can't sleepwalk through the first quarter of a game in a one-and-done tournament. So it was a great season. You know, young men have nothing to be ashamed of, but if you want to succeed in a high-leverage situation, the margin for error is very small. But before we move on and review the Elite Eight, couple of questions for the People's Champ.
All right.
Does the Fred Hoiberg blunder make you question his preparedness as a head coach, or do you believe that the entire staff should be held accountable for the mishap? And then Tom Izzo's future. There was a report today on Yahoo Sports that he, quote, talked seriously, unquote, about the Phoenix Suns head coaching vacancy last season. Do you believe he could possibly explore his prospects elsewhere? Or do you believe he could retire maybe from Michigan State, or do you think we stuck with him until he's physically unable to perform the job? What say the people's champ?
Yeah, with the Fred Hoiberg situation, it stops at the top.
Yep, I agree.
And it rolls downhill.
Yep.
So, of course, Fred Hoiberg, the mayor.
The mayor.
He has to bear the brunt of that. The coaching staff as well as a unit, but it falls at his feet. And, the whole thing about him passive-aggressively, indirectly trying to blame the officiating staff to a degree was lame.
Yeah, that was.
To me, it was lame as hell.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I'm like.
And, sometimes you just got to chalk it up to it being a learning experience.
Yep.
The moment got too big too fast. Happens to the best of us, or to the best of them and us.
Yep.
So, yeah, but no, it definitely stops with him. And then with the Izzo situation, dude, I don't want to say I don't want to offend anybody or anything, but it's like I kind of feel like maybe he's too old to make the NBA jump like right now. What is he, 72?
He's too old to make the NBA jump. I agree with you. Whatever he is.
I just think he's too old to do that right now. Now, what was that? Probably 10 years ago or so, where it was the Cleveland job that was on the table. Yeah. But now just maximize the resources that you have at Michigan State. I.e. the bank book, the crypto wallet, or whatever you want to call it,
right?
And make it happen. Because the Izzo name is, bigger than Michigan State, the brand.
Yeah.
Let's just be real about it. Like Tom Izzo is a name, like Izzo, one name basis.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
So use that. Get the guys that you need. Open, back the Brinks truck up.
Yep.
To the point where, you don't have to go back and forth morally about, are we going to do this or are we not going to do it? And he can just get back to focusing on coaching, winning basketball with the best players available at his disposal.
Yep. Yeah. So I pretty much agree. In terms of Fred Hoiberg, he's the coach of a Big Ten school that actually performed extremely well this season. That said, putting 4 players on the floor in a critical situation is obviously inexcusable. I didn't even look up his post-game press conference to hear his explanation, because no explanation will do. Right. Being one defender down in a critical situation late in an elimination game is malfeasance. You gave away a possession, and you let the kids down, you let the fans down, and you let yourself down. However, mistakes, even big ones, on big stages, they happen. And he did have a great season. People's champ very eloquently and accurately says that some guys are head coaches and some guys are assistant coaches. Should anything like that happen again with Coach Hoiberg, I presume we know which category he falls in.
Exactly.
And the Izzo question, that's a layup. He's not going anywhere. He's too beloved in East Lansing. He's been there too long, frankly. Any new situation would be a roll of the dice. Michigan State represents security for him, and he's very good at what he does. Right. As you pointed out, while as a Spartan fan, I'm rolling my eyes at a Sweet 16 elimination, I fully understand that those are first world problems. There's about 200 programs in the country that would love to be tired of getting eliminated in the Sweet 16, because that would mean that you regularly advance further than that. And for context, this is Arizona's first time in the Final Four since 2001. That's a quarter century ago. When 2001 started, I was childless and unmarried. I now have 2 grown sons, one of which is married himself. And I've been married for nearly 23 years. I wasn't of legal drinking age the last time Arizona was in the Final Four. Michigan State in that period has been in the Final Four 5 times and in the Elite Eight 8 times. including last year. So Izzo is a legend, and I don't know whether or not he's going to heaven or hell because I don't know him that well, but I do know he's going from East Lansing.
Beautifully put.
Yeah. The Elite Eight. Arizona beat Purdue 79-64. Illinois ended Iowa's Cinderella run 71-59. Michigan pummeled Tennessee 95-62. UConn upset Duke 73-72 as freshman Braylon Mullins retrieved a loose ball on the UConn side of half court and hoisted a logo three with just seconds left to give UConn the win over number 1 seed Duke.
40 ages.
I know it was a miracle shot, but I just want to point out what I said a month ago.
Yeah, UConn, man.
I said if it was one team that was being overlooked, it was UConn.
Yep, you did. And the People's Champ also called that one. He said that he thought that Duke would have a difficult time getting out of that East bracket, and that turned out to be prophetic. So both of y'all called it. There's a lot of discussion about the Caden Boozer even attempting that pass when it was really unnecessary.
True.
Duke didn't need to advance the ball over half court. And you can comment on that if you want to, but I got a different question for you.
Okay.
That's 3 straight number 1 classes for John Shire.
Mm-hmm.
And he's never made it to the championship game. Most programs, they be thrilled with 2 Elite Eights and a Final Four in 3 years, but Duke is not most programs. So is there cause for concern that he can't get the job done, or is 4 years too small of a sample size? Out of the 4 teams remaining, also out of the 4 teams remaining, who's got the best chance to win in your objective opinion?
Okay.
What say the People's Champ?
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to cheat on that second part. I'm going to tell you that right now, but I'm going to try and be diplomatic about it.
I said objective. And
I'm going to be diplomatic about it. I'm going to do my best.
I said objective, very tongue-in-cheek.
So, with the John Shire situation, like, calm down.
Yeah.
To me, I'm not saying that to you.
No.
He is just fine.
Yeah,
I think.
I don't think that his job is in danger.
Yeah,
but do you think there's cause for concern? 3 straight number 1 classes, a lot of super freshmen in there. Cooper Flagg and Conker Nipple. They 1 and 2 for Rookie of the Year. A lot of talent.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
and how many years was Coach K there before he won?
That's actually a fantastic question. I'm actually not sure.
At Duke at least. Right. And then
4 years is a small sample.
And then even then, he went back to back. But then after that, it was another stretch before they won again.
Listen, to your point, it's hard to win. It's a one and done tournament. It's very hard to win a college national championship. You're not going just run those off back to back.
And to your point, but especially because of how the way that just the tournament is just set up.
You're right. Yeah, like it's one and done.
Coach K won his first title in year 11.
Year 11. Yeah. And then he went back to back, and then that was 92, 93. 91, 92.
Okay.
Right.
And then they won again in 2001?
Yeah. Yes, it was a minute. Yeah.
So it was a nice little gap.
Yep.
So no, and it's not like the number 1, ranked classes in the regular season, they're playing like it. What is his record? Like 100 and something to like 5 or
124 and 25. Yeah.
It's something crazy.
Yeah.
So
832 win percent.
He'll be eventually it'll all line up for him because I don't think their level of top tier recruiting will decline anytime soon.
Nope.
So they'll continue to get the players. He'll continue to improve as a coach because I hate giving Duke props, man. But John Shire, the basketball junkie. He is, and he's a good coach, and I feel in short order he'll get a national title. Now, if we're having this conversation and, we get into like year 9, 10, and that's preceded by, first round, knockouts and things of that nature. character issues, stuff like that. But no, I mean, I think this is too short of a window to consider making a coaching change. Like him and Hubert Davis aren't the same.
I certainly don't think that you should make a coaching change. What about the remaining team with the best chance to win?
Honestly,
yeah,
I think the winner of Michigan and Arizona will win the national championship.
I have that in my notes. That's exactly. I said that's.
So
the
I said I'm a cheat,
game.
but I
That's exactly what I have written down. I said Michigan Arizona is the national championship game. So yep, hey, spoiler alert. But I actually tend to agree with what you said about John Shire, but I'll play devil's advocate a little bit. Though.
Okay.
Being able to coach talented teams is a talent, and also being able to recruit talented players is a talent. I think John Shire has proven he can do the latter. Jury's still out on the former.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, he is 124-25 in the first 4 seasons, which is an .832 win percentage. He is the only coach to ever make 3 Elite Eights before turning 40. He was in the Final Four last year. These are all the facts. These are all the feathers in his cap. There's been no head coach in history to win more games in their first 4 seasons. So, but it's also a fact that no team not only had a second half collapse against UConn, kind of had a second half collapse against Houston last year too.
Right.
That's something to look at. And then I'm about to dust off the tinfoil Kofi a little bit too.
Okay. Before you do, though,
Okay,
this could be to my own peril. In a minute, it could turn into, as it relates to last Sunday's game, no shame to losing to Danny Hurley coach team.
No.
If you get what I'm saying?
I don't think there's any shame in it now.
Because I mean, man, this dude, if he rips off 3 and 4 years,
I don't think there's any shame in it now. I mean, Danny Hurley's a hell of a coach.
Yeah,
I mean,
man,
that guy's got a great coaching pedigree.
So yeah, before you get into your tinfoil Kofi
Okay,
moment,
go
I
ahead.
just want to ask y'all: do y'all think Dan Hurley is the best coach in America?
I mean, it's certainly arguable. I would have to think about that because the college basketball landscape is so vast. But I mean, listen, it would be hard to make an argument against it at this very moment. He's terrific. I mean, he's a great head coach. I mean, there's no question about it. And the smartest thing that he ever did was turn down the Lakers.
Man, oh man.
I'm like, man, that was the smartest move he ever made because he'll be the mayor of where is UConn? I forget what city in Connecticut is that in.
He still wouldn't be the mayor, even if he wins.
I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, they got Calhoun. They got
Gino.
Gino Oriema. Yeah,
Gino.
Yeah, Oriema up there. But I mean, on the men's side, the men, like I don't want to sound sexist, but I mean, the men's titles mean a little bit more.
I ain't touching that one when it comes to UConn.
But you're right. I mean, and even Jim Calhoun was, he's great and revered up there as well. But tinfoil Kofi moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the tinfoil Kofi on. I can't prove it. But I think they froze Isiah Evans out of the game.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I think they froze him out. He only got 6 shot attempts against UConn after having no fewer than 15 in the previous 3 games. I think the Boozer camp made a call. I think he was getting a little bit too much love after that St. John's game where he dropped 25. I even think he got a little bit too much love after the TCU game where Cam only had 1 shot attempt in the first half and Isiah Evans had the big first half and kept him going. I think people were starting to say Isiah Evans might be the best player on the team. Wow. He might be carrying, and I think they froze him out.
Wow.
So
I didn't know you were going there.
So what you're saying is Isiah Evans has a real case to say what Rashad McCann's been saying all these years about what happened in 2005.
What's Rashad McCann's theory about what
that
happened?
He was getting froze out and that they was feeding Sean May because it was his birthday.
I mean, you know what, man? Rashad McCants, he say a lot of wild stuff. So
Shout out Cemetery Larry.
But no, I think they did. I think they That's what it felt like to me because Cam Boozer typically is pretty good at distributing the ball. He was hoisting. He was shooting a lot, and I think that eventually cost him.
I think.
That's tinfoil cool.
Right.
I can't prove it.
Right.
Can't prove it, but that's what it looked like to me. Because I kept saying, where is Isiah Evans?
I just think what it boiled down to in that game was that the adrenaline from the previous game wore off on Caleb Foster, and that foot went back to throbbing a little bit because he should have been in the game at the end of that game.
Yeah, I agree.
To handle the ball or just sit there and take the foul.
Yeah,
just make a better decision at that time.
Yep. Yes, that's true. That's true. Yep, that was just a bad play.
To your John Shire point earlier, it's like for him not to be in the game. It's
that's
like
what I'm saying.
Like if he hurt, if he hurt, or was that the strategy? You know what I'm saying? So,
But then again, maybe they didn't freeze Isiah Evans out. Maybe Hurley just took him away. Either way, I'm going to call that being outcoached then.
Okay.
And
that's fair.
And that's cause for coaching concern. And that was the question to begin with. So, I'm not saying that you jump out the window because I agree with you. I mean, John Shire, 2 Elite Eights and a Final Four. I mean, nobody's running him out of there. But something to keep your eye on. And obviously, I agree with you. I think that the Michigan and Arizona game, that's the national championship game. I think the winner of that game is going to win the national championship. And that's not me trying to shortchange either UConn or Illinois because they better be ready no matter who wins that game. Because the thing about Illinois.
Don't sleep on the fighting, what Kelly Bundy say, Illini.
No, but listen, so here's the thing about Illinois, and this is why I thought that they would beat Houston. Number one, Illinois is the tallest team in the country. That's number one. And Illinois is kind of smallish in their jump shooting. Houston is kind of smallish in their jump shooting team. Also, Illinois is 5th in the country in fewest turnovers. Mm-hmm. So, it becomes difficult to get easy shots.
Yeah, they rebound collectively.
That's
too.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, when it comes to high leverage situations, I'm an easy shot guy. I'm like, where the easy shots coming from? Who gonna get you some easy shots? Because, I know that we live in a 3-point obsessed basketball culture.
Right.
I'm an easy shot guy. I'm always like, where the easy shots coming from?
Always have.
Yeah, I'm like, who's gonna get me some easy baskets? Because I'm telling you, in them high leverage situations, that the easy shots are the ones that you're gonna want to get. 1-game eliminations, playoff series. It's gonna come down to who can get you the easy baskets. I'm telling you, the 3-point shooting culture. I understand that we love it, and we always look at who can shoot threes, who can get you a 3. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man, who can get you an easy bucket. That's what it's really going to come down to. But
low and slow.
Yeah, exactly. But I do think that Michigan, man, they just good everywhere, and they big too.
They are.
Michigan is big too, man. They got Mo, they got Yaks, they got Adamara. I just think Michigan is more and they're better on the perimeter. I like Stojakovic and the other super freshmen, but I just think Michigan is just better on the perimeter. I think if they can hurdle Arizona, I think they beat whoever wins between UConn and Illinois. I would give a slight edge to Illinois in that game, but Jarris Reed been balling, man. Like, he been playing out of his mind. So if he keep playing like that, UConn can beat anybody, but not Michigan though, because Michigan got too many big bodies on the inside. They gonna take him away. But yep. So
can't wait for Final Four. This should be so good.
Yeah, no, this should be great, man. Let's pivot to the Pistons, man, maintaining this number 1 seed. Congratulations, first of all, is in order for our Detroit Pistons with the win over the Toronto Raptors last night. They clinched the Central Division title for the first time in 18 years.
Wow.
Yep, Pistons.
It's been that long?
It has been that long.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Hold the phone, bro. So since
that would be
2008?
Yes. That's the last time we won. That's the going to work Pistons, by the way.
That's like Barack Obama running for president. Oh my God.
You got to remember the AI trade happened in the fall of 08.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. I don't remember. Brother.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Congratulations. Gee whiz. I didn't know that much time has passed.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our boys, man. Pistons also have a 4.5 game lead in the Eastern Conference over the Boston Celtics with just 6 games remaining. Cade Cunningham is said to be reevaluated for his collapsed lung tomorrow, which is Thursday, April the 2nd. He could remain award eligible if he returns in time for Saturday's game against the 76ers. Since losing Cade, the Pistons have suffered only 2 losses, both in overtime, and both the teams playing extremely well right now.
Should have won both of those games.
They really should have. That being, of course, the Oklahoma City Thunder this past Monday night and the Atlanta Hawks when we last aired last Wednesday. So what's the biggest reason for the Pistons maintaining their winning ways, even with the absence of their superstar, man? What say the people's champ?
The main reason to me, and we spoke about it, off the air a little bit, the main reason to me is the coach of the year.
Man.
And that is J.B. Bickerstaff. I mean, no disrespect to Mitch Johnson, who has done an outstanding job in San Antonio with the Spurs. No disrespect to Joe Mazzulla in Boston with what they've done without Jason Tatum for the majority of the year. But J.B. Bickerstaff, if he's not the coach of the year, we need to ride out or something, man.
Throw the whole award away.
Like, we need to ride out.
Period.
Because I don't understand how this is particularly this last stretch of games when you're talking without Cade. You enter the fact that Jason Tatum has returned and reemerged and is starting to look like his old self. And we're still able to maintain the separation at the top of the standings. And it looks like some of our guys have hit and climbed over the wall.
I agree.
And to be able to coach them through that.
Yep.
Because, you got to have some mental toughness to kind of get through that.
Yeah, no doubt.
So to be able to do that and to be where we are, hats off. And that's my main reason. And, of course, the players have been, playing, out their ass off. But the main reason, the number one reason, is JB.
JB Bickerstaff is the coach of the year. And, frankly, that requires no additional explanation, even though I appreciate your dissertation. Full stop. He got snubbed last year.
Right.
Stop playing with that man.
But I'm hearing a lot of this Mitch Johnson talk, man. I'm hearing a lot of
playing with that man.
I'm hearing a lot of Mitch Johnson talk.
But let me take a moment, man, and give Jalen Durant his flowers real quick.
That's your guy.
Because what he's doing, it ain't really being talked about enough, man. Let's talk about 30-plus point games with less than 15 field goal attempts. Charles Barkley holds the record for a career with 22. The active player with the most is James Harden. He got 19, followed by our main man, Kevin Durant, with 14. And why am I bringing that up? Jalen Durant has scored 30 points on fewer than 15 field goal attempts 5 times this season and twice within the last week. My prediction is he will shatter Charles Barkley's career record of 22.
Oh, man.
And he will be the active player with the most by the time he's 25. And Giannis has done it 11 times. Jokic has done it 8 times.
He's MIP.
Yeah.
You think he's got that award on lock?
Yeah, and he should be all NBA as well.
Oh, how could he not be?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I no disrespect to Şengün and Karl Anthony Towns or any of them.
Now, are you saying first team? Or?
No, not first team.
Oh, that's right. I think there's only 2 All-NBA teams now. Or
no,
it's
that's
3.
Jokic and
3 All-NBA and 2 defensive teams, right? Is that what it is?
It's 3 All-NBA teams, 2 All-Defensive teams. But I know the All-NBA teams, their position is now.
Yeah. Right, yeah. So I'm like, he should be all NBA. He should be at least third team. I think he should be third team.
Yeah, man. I hope K gets good news tomorrow with his evaluation because he deserves to be commemorated for the season that he had. And, to go through that and not come away with any hardware or accolades, though he may not care. I mean, just as a fan, man, I just like that for him.
Me too. Yeah, I'm like, I want to see our guy get, get his awards, get his flowers, man. But I just want to talk about why that high efficiency elite scoring is important, because when you miss very few shots, the opponent has very few rebounding opportunities, and when you're not missing any of them long, they have no running opportunities. This is one of the reasons we hard to beat, and I don't think people appreciate that. People cannot run on us when he's the number one option. There's no fast breaking opportunities. You got to play against our set defense every time. Mm-hmm. That gives us such a defensive advantage. I mean, that's just, I don't know. Yeah. And JB Bickerstaff, he definitely is the coach of the year, man. That just full stop. Ain't nothing else to talk about with that, man. He tripled our win total last year and made history and got snubbed. You can't snub him 2 years in a row. I'm sorry. You just can't do it.
So looking at FanDuel right now for Coach of the Year odds, JB Bickerstaff is the favorite at -250. Joe Mazzulla is behind him at +260, and then you got Mitch Johnson at +1200, and then long shots after that. And then looking at the most improved player odds, Nickeil Alexander-Walker is the favorite at -130, and then Jalen Duran is the second favorite at +115, and then after that you got Denny Avila, who's at +250.
Denny been balling.
He been balling too.
So it seemed like for most improved players, the two-man race at this point.
Yeah,
that Nickeil Alexander-Walker boy, he been balling out of control.
Yeah, I can't front on him. He been hooping.
He been going.
That
nuts.
dude took a big step going to Atlanta. He took a big step forward.
He's found a home.
Yeah, but for me, for my money, man, Jalen Duran, bro.
Yeah, winning and what his what we get out of his production in totality in terms of the win total. Man, yeah, you gotta give it to
this guy. And JD. That high efficiency score, man, I love it. I love it, man. I'm like, that dude gonna be a weapon in the playoffs.
But the crazy thing about it is when you watch him, it's not much he can't do.
Yeah, no, I mean.
Now, I get it aesthetically. Sometimes it looks hulkish, but guess what? He's a big freaking dude. But
I like hulkish.
But the thing about it is.
Ain't nothing wrong with that for me.
But you get what I'm saying? But it's there, though. It's controlled.
Yeah,
is what I'm trying to say.
He's a great athlete.
It's
feet are quick. Yeah.
It's intentional.
Yep.
And it's controlled. It's not clumsy.
Yeah.
There's been big guys where it's like even Malone, he come through karate kicking people and shit all in the face and all this crazy stuff. With Duran, it's controlled,
it's graceful,
and explosive.
No, and I mean, I think you brought it up earlier in the year that he's just really figuring out how to use that strength. And, he's really figuring out how strong he really is.
Yeah.
And how to use it under control, you know. Like, he was throwing it around a little bit last year, but he was just kind of getting fuller.
Draymond said he's the strongest guy in the league, and it ain't even nothing to talk about.
Yeah, no, I mean, for real. Like, he was just moving Jakob Poeltl all over the place.
And I'm going to put it to you like this. He's not sniffing 25.
That's what he's 22. He's just a baby.
And it's clear he likes to work out.
Yeah, exactly.
So I say that to say, imagine when the real testosterone starts to kick in, about 27, 28.
Bro.
My goodness.
I'm telling you. I'm ready, bro. Man. Go ahead, now.
In the redraft for the 2022 draft, does he go lower to 3?
I doubt it, but I would have to, because that was Ivy.
Monday morning quarterback in it.
Who was one in that one?
Paulo,
yeah.
Paulo, Chet, Jabari, Keegan, and then somebody we're about to get into in a minute.
Yeah, right, Jay. Yup, he the next topic. Right. Listen. I don't know that I'm not taking him off everybody you just named. Real talk.
And then I would draft did include Jalen Williams as well.
Okay, yeah, I like Jay Will,
and I like Chet for what he does for OKC.
No doubt, no doubt.
What he does for OKC.
That's a conversation. But yeah, again, but Chet has availability issues too, where Duran really don't. Duran is there; he's durable, and man, I don't know. That's actually a great question, nephew. That's a great question. I would have to take some time to ponder that. That's a great question. If you redrafted that draft, how would it go? Because I'm sure that smarter people than me who have given it more thought will probably have come up with some talking points on that.
Yeah, because you can kind of JD and Franz Wagner.
Wow.
Anthony Black.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying, though. I'm like.
Because I think Anthony Black in 2 years is going to be better than Paolo.
Listen, man.
I don't know if that's a hot take or anything.
You already know where I'm at.
And I like Paolo. Paolo can ball, but I just think Anthony Black can just
listen, bro.
Have the capability to do more.
6'10", 250, and can't get easy shots, bro. I'm cool, though. You already know how you know where I'm at, bro. 6'10", 250, man, and the best you can get me most of the time is an 18-footer. I'm cool, bro. And you ain't that good at the 18-footer. You know what I'm saying? Like listen, man, but I don't want to get sidetracked, man. We got a lot of topics.
That's a good question, man.
That is a great question, nephew. That's actually a real good one. You know what? I might have to actually, we might have to put that on the agenda for one of these upcoming shows, because we might really have to do a deep dive on that one. That's a really great question.
Put that out to the people.
Yeah, for real. That's a great one. But let's get into this Jaden Ivey situation, man.
Oh, Lord.
There's a lot to unpack here, man. The Chicago Bulls have waived former Detroit Piston guard Jaden Ivey following videos he posted where his rants about religion and other topics led to him calling out the NBA for celebrating Pride Month. The Bulls announced the move this past Monday, March 30th, saying it was due to conduct detrimental to the team. Ivey has since posted several live videos refuting that claim and flatly claiming the Bulls are, quote, lying, unquote. He claims he was a good teammate and he has been doing what was required of him for his job by being in the gym and rehabbing. He's hosted several live streams recently where he's gone on lengthy tangents about religion and made inflammatory remarks, including calling Catholicism a, quote, false religion, unquote. Ivey's season was shut down last Thursday as he continues to deal with knee pain. Does Jaden Ivey have the right to espouse his views no matter how unorthodox they are, or does he have a responsibility to guard the public image of his organization and league that depend on that public to consume and engage with its product? What say the people's champ?
Yeah, because, at the end of the day, he's still an employee.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not your own boss, you're going to have to follow somebody's rules if you want to stay employed there.
Amen to that. Yeah, listen, I would never tell a young man to set aside his convictions under any circumstances, even if I don't fully agree with them. However, when you have a job that is in the public eye, you have to be calculated about the way that you present your individual thoughts and ideas. Mm-hmm. When you're young and you're learning about something life-affirming, it is definitely natural to want to share that information with the world, but not to be cliche. It's not what you do, but it's how you do it. Criticizing your employer for their partnerships is unnecessary, even if you take issue with the partnerships from a moral standpoint. Taking issue with how other people choose to live or how they choose to practice their faith, even if you have very strong personal convictions, is misguided. Maturity is spending the vast majority of your time working on and worrying about your own issues, and very little time attempting to fix the world's. Jaden has zero ability to control the NBA's business dealings, therefore being critical is a zero-sum game. His concentration should be placed on getting healthy, being a good teammate, and being a model employee. Now, my instincts tell me that he will recover from this. There have been far more objectionable things done and said by NBA players to and about people and groups. I believe that Jaden is talented enough to still be viable in the NBA, and I believe the world is still forgiving enough for people to receive second chances. But he needs to be quiet, seek counsel, get healthy, both mentally and physically. Also, he needs to come to a greater understanding about Christianity. If he is to be a follower of Christ, there's very important lessons to be learned about how to bring people into the kingdom, not to make this a conversation about faith and religion. But the short story is seldomly do you do so with judgment. Typically, it's most effectively done with love. And that's that, man. We praying for Jaden Ivey, man. I'm hoping to see him get back healthy, again, mentally and physically, man. Hoping to see him back in the league.
Yes, indeed.
And playing, because I think that there's more going on there than we could possibly adjudicate here. But what you got, nephew?
I want to do this without playing armchair doctor.
Yeah, right. I got you. Yeah. I'm trying to be diplomatic as well, but yes, I got you. But go ahead, man.
And you hear some of the reports, like for example the day before they shut him down, where he told
the GM,
the head of player performance, that Jesus healed his knee and he was ready to play, and how he was acting with reporters when he was asking them,
have you fornicated before marriage?
Like if they've been saved and if they've been fornicated before marriage. So there's two things I want to say about this situation.
Yeah, I got you.
The first one is, yes, you have the right to say however you feel. That's what's great about this country. We have the freedom of speech.
You're right.
You also have to be willing to take the consequences of what comes after that.
That part.
Yep.
And then secondly, and this is after, and I want to give them their credit. Shout out to the Pinpoint Podcast, because that literally just came across my feed randomly last night, and I was like, "Oh, I need this. Let's see what's going on. I want to actually hear what's going on." And it sounds like, and I'm, as a 34-year-old, it sounds crazy to say a young man, but it sounds like a young man who is going through finding his faith.
Yep.
And I think it's a lot more faith-based than people are making it out to be.
Yeah, most that. I mean, listen.
Because
go ahead.
And the thing that makes me think of, and the thing I want to, and it's not similar. It's similar, but not all the way similar. It's like if social media was around back in the day when George Foreman stopped boxing and became a preacher.
Yeah.
People probably would have said, he's going through something. He's having a mental health breakdown or whatnot, when he just had found his faith. And at that point in his time, in his life, he was just more stronger to his faith than boxing was. And to me, a lot of and again, I do not want to armchair doctor this, but a lot of it to me does sound like he's just in the place where he's finding his faith.
Yes, I listen. I agree. I think you're right in a lot of respects. I think when you're young, particularly when you're learning about something new, you want to share it. You want to be bold about it. You know, you want to bring other people into the faith. But yeah, and that's why I said, I mean, there's a way to do that, and there's a way to share your faith appropriately.
Yes.
And there's an appropriateness that exists if you want to do that and when you want to do that. And the thing about it is that sometimes when you're young, you don't really understand that, because even the Bible talks about doing things decently and in order. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be shouting at reporters when you're supposed to be doing a press conference. A press conference is a time for a press conference. That's not time for you to share your faith, because now you out of order. And that's why it looks crazy. And again, I'm not trying to make this a whole conversation about the Bible and faith and stewardship, but all of that comes in. And yes, I agree with you. I think that, you know, this is a part of his spiritual journey. And you know, you want to give people grace and room to have that. But there is also appropriateness and decorum, because, again, I'm trying not to go too much down the road of faith, but when you do it, you can turn people off to your faith as quickly as you want to turn them on. Yeah,
absolutely.
And that's what you don't want to do. You want to bring people under the umbrella by having a love walk, by being a living witness. That's how you do that, not by beating them over the head with your religion. You've been fornicating? Did you fornicate before you? What that got to? What does that have to do with what we talking about right now?
Because now you turn it into a stone throwing contest.
Exactly. That's judgment.
And I'll say this, because again, like nephew says, no one here is a clinical professional.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not a psychiatrist.
When it comes to mental health. My thoughts and my comments basically come from my own experiences.
Correct.
The information about Jaden Ivey's situation that we have and have been exposed to.
Sure.
And all I'll say is I have some concerns.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
There are some ingredients here that lead down the road that nobody wants to see this young man go down.
Yeah, I agree.
Listening to some of these previous podcasts that he's had, and again, not an expert, just novice level knowledge.
Right.
But when you're talking sexual abuse, physical abuse,
sure,
anger issues, depression, thoughts of unaliving oneself, attempts to repeatedly, marital issues now allegedly. And now you factor in with those marital issues probably the number one reason outside of infidelity that breaks up marriages, financial instability potentially.
Right.
After this, pretty much this season. And you kind of factor in all of those things. I worry that if he, if the right people don't get a hold of him, that it may become too much for him.
Yeah, I agree.
And I know there are some instances where when you're dealing with recovery as an addict, sometimes you swap out one addiction for another.
Sure.
And that's not me disqualifying the depth of Jaden's faith or the veracity of it at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that sometimes you can put that same energy that you put in something else, in the carnal stuff into where you're going with your religion.
Sure.
And without the proper anchors around you and saints around you, it can get off track. I mean, there have been some horrible things done in the name of what people in their mind thought was righteous.
Yeah, no doubt.
So that's just how my mind works, people. I'm just speaking for me, and that's my concern if I watch these continuous clips of him, and then you kind of put the things together where he says what he's been through.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I know the young man said he didn't accept him, but from a sinner, I'm praying for Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, most definitely.
And for his recovery and for his family as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Yep.
And this just goes back to what we talked about. I don't even know if it's been a month yet. Like, at the end of the day, we just need to be there for one another.
Yeah, no doubt. Yep.
Like, the jokes is cool and all of that.
Right, that's what exactly. We got to stop treating mental health like it's witchcraft or something.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Yeah, like because obviously something is up.
Yeah,
and he's going through something, and he's been through a lot. I mean, just
that's
from a practical standpoint, I mean, he's been through the injuries and the trade,
and that's another macro conversation that I think this is not sports related, and I ain't gonna dwell on it. But I think that's a macro conversation that the black community really needs to just like address like in a real serious way.
Yeah,
and that's this stigma of mental health and religion and how they, for some reason, can't coexist.
Yeah. Mm.
Like we in the black, we need to really, because I have been prescribed and have seen it prescribed to turn away from getting clinical help and trusting. You get what I'm saying? And I, and like
as
I said, I don't want to go into that.
as if the two things are
it's
at odds with one another.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, when you got pneumonia, I'm not praying away pneumonia. Yeah. I'm going to the emergency room.
Yeah.
Or I'm getting something with
prednisone.
at the end of it.
I need prednisone, bro.
Steroid or
yeah.
something. So,
God made prednisone.
Yeah,
bro.
so that I think that conversation
pneumonia,
in our community needs to be addressed in a serious way.
Yeah, no doubt. Yep, no, man, that's good stuff, man. And again, yeah, like we wishing nothing but the best for Jaden Ivey, man. And that's a very serious situation. It gives us an opportunity to take a deeper dive into mental health and the well-being of these individuals that we talk about on the sports landscape, because they are just men and women.
As we find out.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed.
Check on your people, man, for real.
Let's talk a little bit of boxing, man. Let's switch gears, man. Let's talk about this Keith Thurman versus Sebastian Fundora.
You mean Keith Thurman's face versus Sebastian Fundora's fist? Yes, I'd love to talk about that.
Congratulations to Sebastian Fundora. He retained his WBC world title over the weekend with a brutal 6-round technical knockout of Keith one-time Thurman in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. After the fight, Keith Thurman argued that he was still competitive and felt, quote, robbed, unquote, of the chance to continue, stating the fight was, quote, unquote, just getting good. He was critical of the referee calling the stoppage premature. Does Keith Thurman have a point? Was the stoppage premature, man? What say the people's champ?
No, Keith Thurman probably has CTE. Beat on his ass by Mr. Fundora. Because there is no way that fight was just getting good.
Bro.
Like, whatever Quaaludes he was on was just getting good. And, what are we talking about?
The closest thing to a sketch comedy skit that you ever gonna see is that post-fight. I mean, listen, everybody has one family. If you have not watched Keith Thurman in that post-fight press conference, treat yourself to some comedy.
Luncheon.
Man. I seen people get jumped by a mob of 10 or more look better than Keith Thurman looked after going less than 18 minutes with Sebastian Fundora with hand wraps and gloves, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, that man was beating on you like he walked in on you doing something strange with his wife. That referee definitely saved you from brain damage, bro.
It looked like he had the special effects prosthetics.
It was.
His face.
It looked like Martin Payne versus Tommy Hearns in real life.
It really did. I'm like, it looked like a sketch comedy skit.
Bro, his face was turning into the Toxic Avenger or something, dog.
Bro,
it was getting bad.
I went back and watched the fight. I ain't watch it live. I thought they fought a full 11 rounds and they stopped it toward the end.
No, when I text you that he was getting the brakes beat off of him, that was round 3.
Bro, I thought it went at least 11.
Yeah, that was round 3, bro.
I said 6.
Yeah, bro.
They stopped it in the 6th.
Bro.
And he looked like he been in a car accident with no seatbelt.
You can see it. It was just, I'm like,
bro.
Oh, it was rough stuff.
Man. I seen people get jumped look better than Keith Thurman. I'm like, man, the funniest thing is him up there complaining about the ref stopping the fight. And he looked like he been abused.
That's crazy, man.
I'm like, I mean, if it wasn't for the Jaden Ivey stuff, that would have been the weirdest rant over the past few days.
I mean, Speaking of circles advising people
Yeah, I'm
incorrectly,
like, bro,
like somebody should
that referee saved your life.
See, that's when you grab him off the podium, like,
yeah, no, it's
we
cool.
gonna get him checked
Yeah,
out.
right. Like,
You know,
has he had a CT
Yeah,
scan
like
of the head
we'll
yet?
provide a statement in the morning. We're about to have Keith
Did he
checked
get his
out.
head checked out yet? No, like,
Come on, Keith. Come on.
he like, man, don't hire him no more.
We got animal crackers in the locker room for you, Keith. Come
He
on.
like, man, don't hire this referee again. Though. What?
He gonna F around to save my life or something.
Right, dog. Like,
yeah.
he like, man, don't hire this ref again, man. He was like, man, he must not have seen Eric Morales fight with a broken orbital bone. He like, man, my orbital bone ain't even broke, dog. Like,
My face gets stronger as it gets redder.
right. We don't want
Don't
to see.
you know?
We don't want to see that, bro. It was just getting good for who?
Those blood vessels reinforce my skin.
Right, like not for the viewing public, bro.
Man, nah,
we
like,
was getting concerned.
I was turning
dog.
away because
Yeah,
like, he started leaking.
Yeah, dog.
Like he started leaking in his left eye. I'm like, all right, dude. Like,
we
all
was
right.
getting scared, bro. Like it wasn't just getting good for
Like,
us.
something's gonna fall out.
You're right.
Like,
I'm like, no, man, that post-fight press conference was precious. I'm like, I said, bro, this is vintage.
Yeah.
Somebody get Keith, though. Somebody help Keith Thurman out, bro.
So while we on boxing, I
Go
just
ahead.
want to ask y'all, do you think we might see another case of that this weekend with Deontay Wilder facing Derek Chisora?
Oh man, I don't know, man. Deontay Wilder, man. You know, I find him entertaining, man. I know a lot of people are annoyed by Deontay.
I wouldn't say
I'm waiting for his
annoyed.
documentary.
I would say more so confused.
Yeah,
You know, but he is entertaining.
He
I
is.
mean,
I'm waiting on the documentary. Oh
hey,
my
man,
God.
we started to get a little rich. I don't want no smoke with Deontay
Nah,
Wilder.
yeah, hey man, right. Shout out to Deontay,
Hey.
man. Right. Yeah, I don't want no right hand from Deontay, bro.
But I mean, this could. I mean, I wouldn't say put him back in the mix, but it could springboard him back into the radar per se.
I know, because I mean, like for a minute, it looked like it was gonna be him and Usyk.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this could put him back in the radar for some money fights. You know, he can get maybe 2 or 3 money fights before he kind of ages out of the the full main event spectrum. But with the heavyweight division, man, it just seems like if you can somehow, some way convince fools that people will pay to watch it,
Man,
there's
listen,
no expiration date.
you better stay out of the way of Deontay Wilder's right hand.
Well, I think that'll be the case when that man's 79 years
Yeah, I was
old.
gonna say. I'm like, that right hand is lethal. That's the one thing. Like, as long as he carrying that right hand, that thing is lethal. But nah, man. What you think about the fight, nephew? You think Deontay gonna get knocked out or?
You know, I've been thinking Derek Chisora is going to finally go into the sunset for like the past 5 fights. And somehow he has found the way to stick around. I'm not going to keep doubting this man at this point.
Okay.
Will it be an ugly night or afternoon for us for Deontay Wilder? I doubt it, but this isn't the same Deontay Wilder that I saw throughout the 2010s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
And I just got a feeling that will he get knocked out? Probably not, but I would not be surprised if it looked crazy. Come 6 if at 6 o'clock Saturday night there's some crazy picture of Deontay Wilder and he becomes a meme on whatever social media platform you partake to choose in.
I don't know, man. Listen,
To this day.
you still got to stay out of the way of his right hand, man. That's the only thing about it, bro. But let's move on to some less greener pastures. Well, Kevin McGonigle, man, 4-hit debut. Let's talk about that. That's the bright side.
Okay.
Before we start talking about the Tigers.
How about thinking
and they
we
first
stop
6
there?
games, yeah. Tigers are off to a 2-4 start at this point. Silver lining is Kevin McGonigle had a 4-hit debut. He's currently tied for the team league in batting average at 364. He's had a couple of runs batted in. His OPS is 962. first question is, what can we glean from the small sample size? You taking a wait and see approach, because of the marathon nature of the long baseball season, or are you optimistic? How's the People's Champ feeling about the early returns on McGonigle?
Oh yeah, always wait and see with the young fellas. I mean, we've learned this lesson with Chris Shelton, Brendan Bosch. I mean, we can go on and on.
Yeah.
But I do like what I see so far in terms of his patience at the plate.
Yep.
I do like that.
I like his approach. Yep.
Yeah, that's something that you wished maybe someone like a Spencer Torkelson or Riley Green may have adopted earlier in their career. So that's another conversation.
I was gonna say I'm getting to the hitting and to the lineup in a minute.
But I mean, it is encouraging. Whenever you do first ever type ish in
no
your
doubt.
debut, it's kind of hard to detract from that. But if we're gonna get technical, I would say the one thing that stood out to me immediately was his patience at the plate and making the pitchers go into their arsenal.
Yeah,
when at the
make
plate.
them throw the secondary stuff.
And that has translated for him at every
level
that he's played at, because he walked more than he struck out in the minors. And so, like, you just saw, if you see, like, the weighted runs created plus stat, and you saw that he was third, and, like, I think it was, like, Vlad Jr. and somebody else are the only two people above him.
Oh, okay.
Over the past it was Trevor Story, I believe.
Got it. Okay.
Or no, it was either Trevor Story or Chris Bryant, one of them two, and Vlad Jr. Them the only two that had more weighted runs created plus since 2006. So it's like, it's there. And yes, I think we still need to take a sign of patience, but
yeah, no doubt.
I think it's becoming it might become clear very soon that he needs to be batting lead off for the Tigers.
I mean, at this point,
yeah,
you can bat lead off for the Tigers, and it would be an improvement.
I choose to be encouraged by the young fella. Again, I'm gonna stay on McGonigle first. We will get to the Tigers.
We don't
The
want
lineup.
to.
Oh my God, yeah. Because he hadn't hit any home runs yet, but he's definitely demonstrated a little bit of extra base power.
He did get one stolen from him, though. Let's be fair there.
Yes, that is true.
Slugging percentage is .545. So everything looks to be moving in the right direction. I choose to believe, he's only going to get more comfortable at the plate as he sees more major league pitching, and he's going to become a better offensive player. Unfortunately, though, the Tigers in 6 games have struck out 60 times. Today, Scooble was great. Gave up 1 run in 7 innings. The problem is that we didn't generate any runs, so we lost 1-0. The early return, again, it's early, but the hitting looks to be. I mean, the Arizona Diamondbacks have no left-handed pitching. They have none, and we still got swept.
All around the world, same song.
I mean, what's really going on, bro?
All around the world, same song.
We begged for a right-handed bat all offseason. They still didn't give us one.
All around the world.
Like, what's really going? Like, I mean, are we really about to do this again?
All around the world, same song.
That's all you got, bro.
I'm not taking these dudes serious, though. They ushering out this joke of a lineup.
Yeah, I mean,
it was, and like I said, it got to the point where we're already shuffling, and Colt Keith was the best option available to lead off. We sitting up here ushering out the corpse of Justin Verlander to start games. Like, let's abort that now. It was a cute news story for the 4 days. It was hot off the presses, but let's end that now. I'd rather see Kate Upton out there throwing pitches. Let's end that. Like, no. And then in terms of the lineup with the bats, I mean, it's more of the same, but now it looks like
the names just rotated, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, the only people I trust right now is Dylan Dingler, Kevin McGonigle, and surprisingly, Colt Keith.
Right. And we'll see how long that lasts. And then, I mean,
before today, Kerry Carpenter 3 walks to 11 strikeouts.
Right.
Batting 105.
Right.
That's before today.
I mean, my man was struggling. I'm like, oh my God, where did this come from? Now this guy wasn't.
Yeah. I mean, he was our best power hitter last year.
The 2022 Javi Baez ghost hopping to Kerry Carpenter. Like, what is happening? And, it's, God, I hope we don't get behind early because the thing about it
is, you dig a hole. I mean, again, it's a long way to go, man. I trust A.J. Hinch. That's, like to look on the bright side. I trust A.J. Hinch. But, I mean, listen.
And one thing about this division, it is cheese.
Yeah, right. But, I mean, like, how many times can he shuffle the deck chairs on the Titanic? I mean, like, if you don't get a man anything to work with, I mean, he can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can't make pizza out of pretzels.
Like, why are we still shuffling Spencer Dorkelson out here, dude? Like, it's a fail. It's a fail. Like, Parker Meadows shouldn't even swing a bat at anyone unless they're breaking into his house. Period. Like, stop.
I think it's clear at this point. And it's unfortunate because last year, Torque looked like he was
maybe
turning
breaking
the corner
through a little bit, yeah.
But I think at this point, it's clear that we're kind of waiting for some of the youngins in the minors to make their way up the field in that first base spot and that center field spot.
What was that rocket they just sent to the dark side of the moon a couple hours ago? Strap all them bombs onto it and let it fly.
Well, we just 6 games in. That's the good news, though. It's a marathon season, so we will periodically continue to check in on the Tigers, man. But let's talk about the
it's
NBA.
like having a bad kid. You know what I'm saying? When they're like, don't you start that shit. That's where I'm at with the Tigers right now, today.
Real quick before we move on,
now.
I just got a chatter in the chat. AS Eagle 64 said, "How we doing, everyone? It was nice to meet you at the Delta Terminal, and thank you for the invite to check out the show. How well do you think the Pistons would do in the postseason?"
My man, yeah, I did. I met him at Vino Volo at the wine bar.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to my man. I like the Pistons to make the finals.
Okay.
I pretty much
still 10 toes down.
Yeah, I've been on that pretty much, all year. I like us to make the finals. And, depending on who we meet in the finals, I'll let you know how I feel about the matchup because it could be tough for us if we get to the finals, but I do like us to make it out the East. So shout out to my man. Keep listening. Keep watching the videos, man. Make sure you watch them in their entirety, and thank you so much for the subscription. Let's talk about the NBA MVP race real quick.
Okay.
This past week, while giving his post-game press conference, Wemby made his case when asked about the NBA's MVP race. It's important to note that he was prompted by the reporter to give 3 points. It was not unsolicited. His first point was defense is 50% of the game.
Shocking.
He basically said, without saying it, that Jokic and Luka don't play defense.
Yeah.
His second point was that they basically dominated OKC this season, and the third point was offensive impact is not just points. First, how do you feel about a player advocating for himself in the MVP race in general? And then what do you think about what Wemby said with respect to his case for MVP? What say the people's champ?
With a young superstar like Wemby trying to, mark out his claim and territory in the league, I'm okay with it, especially with him being asked by the reporter.
Yep, I agree. I have no problem with a guy advocating for himself.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have a problem with that. Now, in terms of what he said, it makes for a compelling and hell of a MVP case in terms of what he's been able to contribute in San Antonio. But, let's not get it twisted. They do have back-to-back Rookie of the Years, De'Aaron Fox and Carter Bryant.
Oh, no, they got ball players, bro.
And Vassell and all these other guys, and Dylan Harper and Champagny. They got some guys, but yes, I think that Wemby definitely has a strong strong case for MVP. I mean, what are they fighting for? What are they, a game and a half, 2.5?
Behind OKC.
OKC from where they were last year. And, you know, kind of you couple that with the fact that once he went out last year with the shoulder thrombosis, you know, and how they kind of
2.5 games behind.
Okay. And then how they kind of just would say nosedive, but, you know, you miss him on the court until you see what you can get.
His impact is insane.
And also you factor in a lot of this season, he was on a minutes restriction.
Yeah.
Like well into, like, I mean, I won't say well into, but into 2026.
Yeah, and I mean, I think he only plays 29 minutes a game now.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, he's had games where he's had 20-point quarters. I think the other night it was the third quickest time to have a double-double in a half or something nuts. So, yeah, I mean, he definitely has a strong case for MVP without a doubt.
Man, let me say this, bro. Before anything, I like Wemby. You know what? We need that. I like that he, you know, he go after guys, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I
He's
like
petty.
It. Yeah, I do.
But it's a healthy petty.
Yeah,
though.
I like it, man.
It's,
you know, that's what the league need. It's too much buddy, man, in the league.
It means something to him.
Yeah, like, I agree. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, I think it's sincere.
It ain't fake.
No.
Yeah, it ain't fake.
You know, but he like, hey, dudes, you know, dudes don't play defense. You know, they lunching on you know what I'm saying? Like, but he mean it, though.
He would
like,
know.
Yeah. But no, yeah, who's better to make your claim than you, man? You the one putting in the hard work. And with respect to what Wemby said, I 100% agree with the first point in principle. I do think that defense is the most disrespected and disregarded aspect of basketball. And what I mean by that, the teams with the 4 best records in the NBA, the Thunder, the Spurs, the Pistons, the Celtics. The teams with the best defensive ratings in the NBA, the Thunders, the Spurs, the Pistons, the Celtics.
There you go. Hottest
team in the NBA since the All-Star break, the Atlanta Hawks. Team with the #1 defensive rating since the All-Star break, spoiler alert, the Atlanta Hawks. So, yeah, he's not only correct when he says that defense should matter, but all the evidence points to the fact that it absolutely does matter. Team dominance over another team, I'm not sure that I put much credence into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's sort of a team thing, but I understand what he's saying, though. The reason why that matters is because typically the MVP goes to the best player on the best team.
And I think that answer was directly for the writers.
Correct.
You know what I mean? That only go off that, you know, surface level stuff.
Right. Yeah, that's why Steve Nash was winning it, averaging 14 points a game, because his team had the best. He was the best player on the best team.
Right.
You know,
and
that's
they wanted to screw Kobe Bryant.
Right. I mean, that was part of
R.I.P. Bean.
That's another conversation. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he was winning it, averaging 14 and 18 points because his team was winning 66 games or whatever it was. And he had the best record in the NBA, his team did.
Yep.
So, you know, like, while for my criteria, I'm like, I don't know how much that matters, but he's talking to the media. So I understand why he says that, and I agree with him about offensive impact as well. I mean, you know, I do think that if you're talking about all-around offensive impact, I would lean toward that probably being Jokic. Jokic is probably most offensively impactful of all of them. But I think I agree with you. I think he makes a heck of a case because, you know, I don't want to be hyperbolic, but there's a chance for Wemby to be maybe the best defensive player I've ever seen.
I just
think
I think it comes down to just him just getting stronger. When he gets to the point where he can kind of solidify his base.
Yeah.
Because I think he still spends a little too much time on the floor picking himself up.
Right.
Once he solidifies that base, man.
Because the most versatile defensive player that I've ever seen is Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace would lead the league in blocks and be top 10 in steals. Yeah. So he was really, you know, he was underrated on the perimeter. He was very good in the post.
I would still go with Elijah Wan over.
Elijah Wan, he just defended bigs though. He was the most dominant defensive player. I just said versatile.
Okay.
Olajuwon was the most dominant defensive player I've ever seen.
Okay.
I'm just talking versatility.
Okay.
Because I was going to Olajuwon next. I think that Wemby could be a combination of the two.
Oh,
you actually jumped. You actually jumped my point. Yeah.
You didn't warn me.
Yeah.
Go to the lab.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
Staying together.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm thinking that Wemby could be like a hybrid of the two because, you know, he's really quick and good on the perimeter. Like, he can get knockaways and steals, but he can also defend the rim.
With like Rodman and Draymond's nastiness.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that he could end up being – I'm not saying that.
Tell you what, don't challenge him to be it.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
I mean, listen, he's already the best defensive player in the league right now.
Yeah, don't challenge him to. He was that last year. Just the game required.
Yeah, exactly. He got hurt. Yeah,
with the blood clots, but yeah, he was the best defensive player last year.
So I think that with his defensive impact, that he's got a really strong case. I mean, I think if I was casting a ballot today, I might give it to SGA. Just because, I mean, if my man K hit the requirement, I'm giving it to him. But if
right. But I hate that they're doing that now. Like the whole conversation has just like now excluded Cade conversation because Cade Cunningham from the conversation. I've been peeping that. I'm like, hey, this kind of weak sauce, dog. Like, don't do that.
Garbage, dog.
Like, don't do that.
But anyway, man,
I got SGA for the MVP too.
Yeah, I got him. Yeah.
Even though I would like for my prediction to come true. And I know people kind of want to see, I guess, the latest in the list of guys historically to do that. People need to also recognize and appreciate that SGA is doing and adding himself onto some historic list as well. Mm-hmm. Like this man's exploits are getting to the ridiculous point.
Yeah. I mean, listen, bro. The 30-plus points and the 50+% from the field.
55% from mid-range is stupid.
Yeah, dog. Like
when you talk about, to your point with JD, in terms of that feeding into what they do well again, the defense.
Yep.
Having a player, your lead guard, be that efficient from the mid-range allows them to dictate tempo.
Yes.
Where they already, because of their length, are going to disrupt you in the half-court set or in transition.
Yeah.
If you catch them slipping.
Right.
Oh, man, yeah. Yeah, but I just think SGA, with their record, with them still having the best record in the league and J-Dub missing a nice chunk of the season, I don't want to say inconsistent, but Chet's been a little underwhelming this year to be an all-star.
I agree.
Like a little underwhelming.
I concur.
I thought he would take a bigger step this year.
Yeah.
Especially with J-Dub being out a lot of the times. I think it were some other players that helped out with that. Yeah. And also the second half.
And Chet is a good defender, too.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted. Now, Chet is good at what he does, but I envision and let's just, fantasized him taking a larger step this season, especially coming off a championship. But I think, with that too, Jared McClain coming in have helped him out a lot too.
I like McClain, man.
Yeah, he's
I like him.
Man. He's efficient.
Let's talk about the Detroit Lions draft. I mean, we can just do this briefly, because it's a little early for the draft, even for me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's officially April.
Yeah.
The NFL draft takes place starting on April the 23rd of this month. The 23rd of this month is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania this year.
All right.
Detroit Lions will be picking 17th overall in the first round, and I've seen us taking everything from an edge to a tackle. Athletic had us taking Proctor, the big tackle out of Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Yahoo
had us taking the edge Mesidor out of Miami. CBS had us taking the tackle Maui Magao, I think, out of Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
Frankly, none of those names really light my world on fire. But who would the people's champ like to see us draft and why? You got any thoughts?
Like in terms of a particular name that we would that I would like for the Lions to draft, I don't have one.
Gotcha.
I just want them to get the best defensive linemen available. Whoever is the most disruptive defensive lineman that we can put on the opposite side of Aiden Hutchinson, that's who I want. Yeah. Period, point blank. And if that player isn't available, then you find the next best player that you can put next to Penei Sewell, either at center or opposite of him at right tackle.
I like this kid. His middle name should be Pause, but his name is Peter Woods.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Out of Clemson, 6'3", 298, interior defensive lineman.
Okay.
He's projected to go a tad later than 17.
Okay.
But he could go a little higher as well.
Okay.
But we need a defensive tackle. We aren't likely to get one in free agency.
Okay.
I would like to see us make a play for him.
Now, when they say he may fall, are they saying he may fall late first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen him at around 21, 22.
Oh, okay.
I've seen him projected around there. So, but I wouldn't mind us taking him at 17 if he's there. Maybe even trade back if you can get another pick. I wouldn't mind that if you feel like he's going to be there later in the round.
What sells you on this young man in particular?
He's one of the best interior. I think he's the best interior defensive lineman available. I'll admit that there's not a lot of them that, have jumped out at me in the draft process. Mm-hmm. I haven't taken a deep dive into the draft process, but he seems to be one that I've seen on a couple of boards and that people seem to be pretty high on.
Nephew, you got any dirt on this guy?
I haven't thought about the draft.
Yeah, listen, I'm with you. It's very early, Woods, so
Clemson.
Yeah, it's very early. Out, I was gonna say, man.
I highly value your opinion, especially when it comes to Lions draft. I know how serious you take them.
Man, listen,
I have to give him a look.
I'm trying.
Gold Figure Fitness, my guy Jeff. What do you know about this Peter Woods guy out of Clemson, man? Give me something
with that name, though.
Hey, give me something,
Woods. Man. Nephew told us not to name the segment because I was gonna do the sucker shit segment, but so we gonna have to name it like the SS segment or something, like real fans will know, man. But I got something for that, man. I don't know if you got anything that you want to log.
This week's been kind of light on sucker shit. Probably the closest thing would probably be like the Nick Young comments in light of the Jaden Ivey situation.
Yeah, I know that was
like that was sucker shit
weird,
to me.
yeah.
If some of it was funny, like the parts about you can't say things about Steph Curry, but his solution to Jaden Ivey's dilemma right now, that wasn't cool.
Yeah, no,
that wasn't cool. This ain't the time for that. Like y'all need to be like, if the NBA really is a brotherhood. And the way that these young guys from the college age to 25 are harming themselves,
yeah, no doubt,
in a mortal way,
yeah,
this ain't the time to joke or make light about that. I don't think so. That would be off the top of the dome some sucker shit to me.
I'll log Barry. I want to log the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay. I think we can give them
this is
an annual award.
They're evergreen, right? In the SS category, right? One of my favorite things to do is look up Barry Bonds stats, and we don't do heavy baseball on this podcast, but I'm gonna give you some of these Barry Bonds stats, man. Just a few. Yeah, I'm not gonna bore you with them, but I'm gonna just give you a few of these. Barry Bonds has 1,000+ more walks than strikeouts in his career. He has 575 plate appearances against Hall of Famers. And in those plate appearances, his batting average is .292. He was struck out a grand total of 7 times. And 575 plate appearances. In 41 of those plate appearances, he was walked with the bases empty. But that's not even the most outrageous part. Multiple times, meaning more than once, he was walked with the bases loaded. More than 1/4 of all of Barry Bonds' at-bats in his career ended with either a home run or a walk. That's 26.3% to be exact. From 2001 to 2004, nearly 40% of all of Barry Bonds' at-bats ended with either a home run or a walk. Also, from 2001 to 2004, this is unbelievable. Barry Bonds played in 573 baseball games. He reached base in 539 of them. That's 94% of the games he played in that stretch.
Absolutely insane.
Now, I believe that Willie Mays is the best all-around baseball player to ever play. We're talking in the field and at the plate. But at the plate, it's Barry Bonds. Like, Barry Bonds should not only be in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, he should have his own section. Like, you should walk in and it should be Barry Bonds stuff.
The Barry Bonds wing.
Yeah, right. Like, it should be Barry Bonds stuff all over the place. Him not being in the Baseball Hall of Fame is definitely SS.
Like, this is the comb Barry Bonds combed his mustache with in 88.
Yeah, like, it's the most bizarre thing that he's not in the Major League. The Major League Baseball Hall of Fame is getting very, very bizarre. Like, with all of the people who are not in it.
Like,
getting real weird.
I mean, the Pete Rose thing is just so
the Pete
dumb.
Rose thing
like,
is bizarre. The Hit King's not in there.
It's just like so dumb. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, but this guy at the plate was so outstanding that I don't care what you think he did or what you know he did. He's got to be.
They never proved it.
We're electing a person who willingly created a sign-stealing scandal in this year.
Right. Yeah.
And yet Barry Bonds
I know.
is not in because he played in the era where steroids were encouraged.
Yeah. Hello. Say it again, nephew.
And Roger Clemens too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Roger Clemens should be chilling in the Hall of Fame by this point.
Yep. Yeah, but no, so I just wanted to put that under the SS category.
Yep. Oh, certified.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not that. Him not being in is definitely certified SS.
Certified sizzling.
So transitioning from one Hall of Fame to another.
Go ahead.
So Shams reported that on Saturday, the people being elected to who will be officially elected to the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame will be Mark Few, Amari Stoudemire, Elena Della Donna, Candace Parker, and your favorite coach,
Glenn
Rivers.
Glenn Doc Rivers are the five who are. And then, let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Yeah, I'm not missing anybody. Those are the five who seem to be getting elected this year. Do y'all have any issues with that list?
No, I don't, man.
I don't have an issue with Glenn being
should
in
be
the
in
Hall
the-
of Fame. I do not. Some guys are just easy punching bags, and then they always give you the reason why they became a punching bag to you in the first place at the most opportune time. Glenn's one of those guys. That's okay. But he's a Hall of Fame coach. And I mean, let's not, get all the way stupid. like Doc Rivers. So. Doc Rivers is a Hall of Fame coach.
And he had a great playing career too. He had a really good playing career.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. Great, I wouldn't go great, but he was good.
I mean, yeah.
I remember he did drop a triple-double on the Pistons in the playoffs when he was on the Hawks. I do remember. Remember that.
Doc was good, man.
Yeah, Chi-Town, shout out. He's a solid dude. I like Doc on like the analyst tip. I love him doing that. He has a lot of insight. As for the other guy, I mean,
thoughts on Amari?
That's where I'm going. How many years did he play?
Oh, he played
12?
a long time. Because I remember he ended
14?
up in Miami, didn't he?
But I'm not talking about them like dish rag years, bro. When he was washed, I don't count them.
He had some great seasons in Phoenix, though.
And that first year in New York, he was. Yeah,
he played 14 years.
14, yeah.
And he was dominant, probably 8 of them.
He was good, yeah. Like
he was dominant. He was dominant.
But
okay, so because the reason why I say that, so If Amari's in, then we would say like Blake Griffin's a shoe-in.
Yeah. So
And
listen.
he wasn't elected.
So listen.
You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, so they were on the same ballot?
Yeah, Blake Griffin was a
Oh
finalist.
snap! I didn't know that. So
So
wait a
listen.
minute. So now I have an issue then.
Hold on.
Wait, whoa! I didn't know that.
Hold
Now,
on.
now that's maybe the question.
Let me do this. Because I'm gonna defend Amari Stoudemire for a minute. That was the golden age of power forwards, bro.
Right.
When Amari Stoudemire was playing, dog.
I'm not.
If
I'm
Amari
not begrudging Amari
Stoudemire-
Stoudemire, but wait a minute though, dog. Blake Griffin, when he first hit the scene,
Yeah, no, he was balling. But hold on, when did Amari Stoudemire come in the league?
2002, right?
2002, 2003 was his
Yeah,
first
year
year.
before LeBron.
Yeah. Man, that was the golden age of power forwards, though. See, like he was playing, and that was Garnett's heyday, Tim Duncan's heyday, Chris Webber's heyday, Jermaine O'Neal's heyday, Rasheed Wallace's heyday. Man, it was a lot of good power forwards in the NBA. So he was playing against a lot of guys. He got pushed down by a lot of them dudes. Like Blake Griffin wasn't playing in the golden age of power. He was playing when big guys was basically being siphoned out of the league. So I think he looked more spectacular than he probably was. And I'm not saying, and I'm not, hold on. I'm not saying that Blake Griffin wasn't a great player. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying that Amari Stoudemire was really good amongst a lot of really good power forwards.
Great
I think
power forward.
Yeah, that's what the golden age of power forwards.
Okay.
The best power forward era ever.
But man, dude, you got to go back and look at some of Blake Griffin's numbers, dog.
Blake Griffin
like,
Blake Griffin was a dog.
Oh my! I mean, some of his numbers, man, were just like I forget about him sometimes.
Yeah, Blake Griffin was a dog. No, he was a beast. Especially
it's
the
not
first
his fault. He had to make playoff runs with Cliff Paul and Glenn. I mean, you talking about stacking the deck against a poor guy.
I don't even think Blake was the biggest snub.
Oh, who was it?
I think Shamik Holdsclaw is a travesty.
Shamika Holdsclaw, okay.
Ain't in the Basketball Hall of Fame yet?
Yeah.
Show's over.
Now that might be a problem. Yeah, no, not yeah. Now that's a problem. I'm with the people's champ on that one, though. No, man, he right. Now that's a problem.
I had some more stuff I wanted to talk about. But,
Go ahead.
Golly.
Yeah. Yeah,
And the reason that I think that's
that's
like
wild.
Candace is going in this shit, and Candace would tell you that Shamik
Shamika
was.
should be. She
That
should
is
be there.
crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
What? This is criminal.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't like that. I can't.
Shamik might be
I can't explain
Shamik
that.
is for sure a top 5 women's college basketball player of all time.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Nah, that's now that one. There's no conversation to have there.
Nephew, I didn't know you was gonna hit me with that, dog. I am absolutely floored by that, man.
Yeah, that's insane.
We got to start a petition now. Now this is not. I mean, that's sucker shit.
Right.
Oh
So
my!
put that on the list.
Like, nah, man, that can't be. That ain't right.
No,
dude.
that's not. No, I'm with you, man.
The Three Meeks
She a
was a
legend.
thing, and she was clearly
a legend.
V1. She was like the only female on the cover of Slam magazine when it was Slam magazine, and it was warranted. It wasn't like, what's Shamika Holdsclaw doing on the cover? It was like,
she was a
oh
beast.
yeah, that's dope. Like, nah, dog. Like, come on, man.
Nah, you right.
New York City, man. Y'all got to fight for your girl, dog. We can't. Nah. I disapprove.
I'm with the people's champ on that one.
I'm sweating,
What else
man.
you got?
I got a
nephew?
couple more things I
Sorry
wanted to
about
ask
that.
about.
Go ahead.
So I think we all heard Pat Bev, trying to get back in his commentary bag with the comments he made, not only about D-Wade and his opinion on James Harden being better than him, but
that's wrong.
Also, with him saying Dame Lillard is not a Hall of Famer.
Dame Lillard already a top 75
so
player. Next topic.
No, that's not what. That's not. That's not where I wanted to go with it. Because I think we all disagree with that.
Yeah, that's absurd.
I wanted to ask y'all, when it comes to opinions, I think what the three factors that I'm about to say, they all play a part, but I think I want to ask y'all, what do y'all feel like plays the most important part in an opinion? Is it who's delivering the message? Is it what the message actually is? Or is it how the message is delivered?
I mean, man, that's a good question. Listen, first of all, you can have whatever opinion you want to, because I think that when it comes to opinions, obviously there's a diversity of thought. My thing is the opinion has to be based on some facts. We can have different opinions. We can't have different facts. And the problem is that when you're talking about who's better, that's subjective. Right. With Pat Bev. You know, like with the whole Dwayne Wade, James Harden thing, you know, that for some reason has become a conversation, you know, that I guess that's some sort of a debate.
I don't really think it's that controversial, because I think there's going to be people who actually believe that James Harden is better than D-Wade. I don't agree with it.
No.
But I think as time goes past, it's going to be people who feel like James Harden was better.
That's fine.
But
yeah, I mean, again, that's an opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know really what it's based on, but I mean, that's cool though. Like, I mean, people can have that opinion. Like, I really am not offended. This is everybody has one. I'm not offended by any opinions. I mean, but if you're going to have an opinion, like if I have an opinion, I give you the factual basis for my opinion. My opinion is not, it ain't based on how I feel. It's really based on something factual. You know, like that's really where I come from. I'm like, you know, is there a factual basis for the opinion? And then, you know, like, and then if you lay out your factual basis for the opinion, it's just like with the whole LeBron versus Jordan thing. And, you know, not to overcook that, but a lot of the LeBron faction, they believe a lot of nonsense. I mean, I don't know another way to say it. Like, they don't have a lot of factual based. Like, I mean, some of it is factually based. There are some LeBron fans who have a very strong.
None of Jordan's kids played in the NBA.
Right. They have a very strong thought, you know, and argument, and I can appreciate it. But a lot of the argument is based on, you know, a lot of nonsense. Like Jordan played plumbers and he was favored in every finals. Like, we did a Mythbusters already. Like I said, I mean, you know, like, we should have you go back and cut up those shows and really post those, but I don't want to break the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would break the Instagram if you.
You have to make sure your address ain't public.
Like, yeah, like Jordan, he was not favored in 2 of his first 3 finals. He wasn't favored in 91 or 93. But you like people, yes, he was. No, he wasn't. Because it was just like because I ain't even put the Isiah Thomas thing on there. Because, you know, like with the because I'm like, we gonna run out of time. Because with the whole, if you put KD in the triangle, you will win 6 championships. I'm like, there's been one superstar that has won 6 championships with the same organization in the modern NBA. And that's Michael Jordan. That's it. Because what Bill Russell did was not in the modern NBA. That was pre-merger. There's one guy that did that. And I'm like, so to take the quantum leap from the triangle will work with Kevin Durant, which I have said on this show, by the way. And I've also pointed out the fact that Kevin Durant had his greatest success in Golden State. And guess what? They run a version of the triangle. That's why he should have stayed there. But to take the quantum leap from the triangle will work with Kevin Garnett to they will win 6 championships with it. That's what Zeke did. I'm like, man, in Jordan's first 3 finals, and again, I don't want to make this a whole Michael Jordan thing because I'm on my soapbox now, but in his first 3 finals, Jordan shot no less than 50% from the field, no less than 40% from 3 in any one of them final series. and he was the underdog in 2 out of 3 of them. In the 93 finals, he averaged 41 points a game, shot 51% from the field and 40% from 3. And he had to do that just for them to win in 6. I mean, I love Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant ain't never elevated his team like that, bro. Never. As the underdog. Never. He never has. And I'm like, and that's not would he rise to the occasion if he was born in 1960 something? I mean, like, I'm not even, LeBron fans, they love hypotheticals. And I'm saying LeBron fans, even though it ain't about him, because that's that generation. And that's what Isiah Thomas is doing, man. He's trying to undermine Jordan's legacy because he still got an axe to grind. And, you know, and Isiah Lord Thomas is my favorite player of all time, bar none.
Look up.
Yeah, bar none. That's my guy. But that's what he's doing. He's trying to undermine Michael Jordan's legacy because he don't like him. And I get it. I get it, bro. Y'all got issues. We understand.
Oh, that beef is real.
Oh, it's I'm like the man 64 years old, dog. He about to be Medicare eligible. That beef ain't going nowhere, dog.
That beef is real.
He got an AARP card in his wallet, dog, and he's still beefing with Jordan. I still think it's on site if they see each other, dog.
Yeah, man, dude. Shoot.
So I'm like, listen, I'm like,
you ever hated a nigga like that?
Man, I doubt it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? At 45, I be letting stuff go, dog. Like, you would have to do something to one of my kids or something, dog.
Yeah, dog. For me to hate you 30 years strong, dog. That's
bro. I'm like, you had to do something to one of my children.
I thought mortal enemies were the thing of fiction.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
but at any rate, but nah, man, yeah, like as long as you got a factually based opinion, man, I can ride with it. That whole Zeke thing, that's all hypotheticals, dog. That's based in no fact. That's science fiction. That ain't even fiction. But what say the people's champ, man, and then we'll wrap this thing up.
Oh, what's more important? You say when
the opinion.
When giving an opinion, what's the most important thing? Is it who's giving the opinion? Is it what the opinion actually is, or is it how the opinion is delivered?
Okay.
And then after this, I just got 2 more questions for y'all.
I think, it has to be. It has to be true. It has to be, based in reality.
Right. Yeah, it's just got to be factually based.
It has to
be.
It's
what it is. Yeah.
And then how it delivers, it matters. I mean, I've seen some opinions delivered in some, let's say, just extreme ways.
Right.
If I could put it mildly. I mean, I'm different. Like, I can kind of just let stuff roll off of me. Like,
yeah, most definitely.
It's not really a big deal, but I mean, I can see how it could be problematic for some.
Yeah.
Or just some people everybody takes things differently. But in this day and age, I think the most important thing is to be as factual as you can be as possible, because everyone's just seems to be committed to dying on whatever hill they swear allegiance to. Yeah. And you just can't shake them off it. And that's just really not even in sports. Like, it's just like just trickling down into society as well.
Yeah, they develop the opinion and then they try to gather the facts.
Yeah, it's like opinion. Like, it's like opinion is like warped into some of these folks' reality.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm like, we can't. Or their ideology, or their favorite person or player's ideology has morphed into their world.
Yeah, it's wild.
Very.
Okay, all right, and then the last 2 things I got. First thing I want to talk about. I know last week we talked about the schedule with the NFL apparently going to Australia, and with crazy. That the season starting on a Wednesday.
Oh wow.
So yeah, the Seahawks' first game is going to be on that Wednesday before. So it came out in the press conference that the 2 game nights on Monday are pretty much a thing of the past now.
Okay.
But one thing that was mentioned was possibly having a Thanksgiving Eve game. So I wanted to ask y'all, do you think we are moving towards an NFL where there are a Wednesday night game every week?
Wow. I mean, I think Wednesday is too close to Sunday. I mean, unless you just going to bye week the teams that have to play on Wednesday night the week before, like, I don't know. That you would have to bye week those teams the week before and week after. Like, how you going to play on Sunday and then play on Wednesday?
That was what I was going to say, nephew. Are you saying, are we going towards a Wednesday night game by eliminating a Thursday night game?
No.
Oh, so you're saying a Wednesday and Thursday night game?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. Because the thing about it with the NFL, they're slowly proving it don't matter what damn day they put it on, they're going to get the eyes on the box.
Oh yeah.
So it's like they can put it on, Tuesday at midnight, and they'll get a market share where everyone will get paid.
I'm just thinking about the health and safety of the players.
Right. I get what you're saying.
I'm not thinking about that. Yes, I can definitely see them adding an extra game.
Well, yeah, I mean, the NFL is never thinking about the health and welfare of the players. They're always thinking about the money.
I'm just thinking about on a regular schedule. Well, no, the health and safety of the players that's a money thing too. Because they want healthy players, so that they get the best
just come
product.
up with more stupid, goofy-looking gear for them to put on and put them out there. Like,
So I'm thinking if you're going to do a regularly scheduled thing, in my opinion, they would maybe do something on Friday.
to kind of space it out a little bit.
Yeah, so that you're not putting the players in harm's way. But to answer your question, nephew, maybe not Wednesday night, but can I see another extra game per week, like on a regular schedule? Yes, I can see that. I don't know if Wednesday night would be the normal schedule.
Say another $1 billion night. Like, we'll pick a night, man. We'll work it out.
I can definitely, see the NFL grabbing for some more money, though.
You pick it.
That's not they ain't above that. I'm just
the NFL
thinking.
Prints money, man.
Yeah,
it is insane.
Yeah, I mean, it's what the people want.
And then the final thing I got for y'all is, do y'all got any thoughts on Tiger Woods in his situation? And it's not funny, but in his situation. But also, I just wanted to add, late breaking before we got on the air, Puka Nacua is in rehab.
Mm-hmm. They're being a little proactive. I think he's just being proactive because it may be a lawsuit coming his way.
What happened with Puka?
He's checked himself into rehab for
alcohol.
No, he said health issues. It didn't say what type of health issues.
Got it. Okay.
And this was, but he's been in. I believe he may have already had gone.
Okay.
And you just kind of look at the timing of that, and then the release of the New Year's Eve footage with the biting of the female and all of that stuff.
I see. I'm not hip to none of that.
It's a lot of.
I can't intelligently comment on it because
there's a lot going on. It's developing.
Yeah,
and alleged.
I got it.
We got to put that alleged out there.
I don't know nothing about it, man. So we'll put that on the next show.
But what about Tiger Woods?
With Tiger Woods, my own personal opinion, I think Tiger Woods is an addict and probably, and again, I don't know this for sure. Allegedly. It's just my opinion, my guess, just going off the public evidence that's presented to me, a sports fan.
This is alleged. Yep.
Alleged.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tiger Woods probably has been struggling with prescription pain medication for probably over a decade. I mean, if you just look at his history of injuries, the severity of the injuries, the surgeries, I believe he came close to almost having a leg amputated. Even when you look
bad back,
even when you look at what he was putting his body through when he was elite, the Navy SEAL training and all of that stuff, and he was at the peak of his powers, at the height of the the prescription drug pharmaceutical boom,
especially whole opioid epidemic,
the opioid epidemic, that whole boom. He was at the peak of his powers and prowess and notoriety. So I think it was maybe the perfect storm for that. Like, this and knock it off. You can stay on the field and still dominate. Pop 2 of these, you'll be straight. And look at us. You look up. You're 27. You blink twice. You're 50. Yep. And here you are. But that said, I hope whatever it is, if it's not that, I hope it isn't what I'm speculating. But whatever it is, I hope he gets the the proper help and guidance that he needs and seems to want, and come out on the other side and, get another Masters under his belt. Just one more.
Yep, I agree with the People's Champ. I definitely, because they said that, again, this is what has been reported. Allegedly, it was not alcohol because he blew a 0.0 in the breathalyzer. So, it was obviously some other kind of substance that caused him to crash his vehicle. And again, all of this is alleged because, this is what is being reported. But yeah, sounds like, there may be some other kind of substance addiction. So, yeah, man, I hope he, can get himself straightened around, even if it's not for a golf career. I mean, because the guy's got plenty of money and he, Lord knows he's accomplished a ton on the golf course, but just to, get himself situated, man, and so that he's not struggling.
Yeah.
And so that this does not end in tragedy.
And not only that, hey, man, the Lord don't bless a whole lot of people to survive 2 rollover car crashes.
Yeah, man.
In a 5-year window, bro.
Yeah. You playing with fire.
Time to take this serious, dog.
Yep. You playing with fire, man. So, yeah, man, that's that. We appreciate y'all for joining us, man. Yet again, another Wednesday, man. Join us back here next Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or as close as we can get to it. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. That is Everybody Has the #1 sports podcast on YouTube. That's Everybody Has One spelled out sports podcast everywhere else. That's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's Threads, that's Twitch, that's TikTok. You can also get the audio version of the podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. When you subscribe on YouTube, make sure you hit that bell notification. When you hit that bell notification, make sure you hit all so that you are informed every single time that we post new content. And, of course, every time that we go live. And, again, that is every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. or as close as we can get to it. You can also watch the show back on demand on YouTube. And, of course, you can get that again on Spotify anytime on demand and on Apple Podcasts. We appreciate the Everybody Has One family for tapping in with us. Make sure y'all telling your friends, telling your family, everybody that's commenting on the Instagram clips, everybody that's commenting on the TikTok clips. Make sure y'all jump over here to YouTube and subscribe, man, and continue to like and share, man, from YouTube. Because, of course, we need that engagement over here as well. But we appreciate the Everybody Has One family for the great engagement that we get every week, every Wednesday, man, and all throughout the week until we meet back here again next Wednesday, man. We thank y'all so very, very much. None of this is possible without the Everybody Has One family, man. It's the Everybody Has One podcast. Peace.